All right, we are at Walls of Jericho in Alabama. We camped in the parking lot last night. Excuse the road noise. We'll bring you up here and show you the maps and what we're going to be doing today. We have come for a relaxing backpacking trip. It's 3 miles to camp, another half a mile to the waterfall. See there? And I will show you. We are right here. We hike this. This is the shortest route to get to the waterfalls. Right here's our camp. And then the waterfall is back off in here. There's also a Tennessee side that you can make it to where it's not as steep, and it adds a little over a mile total. There's some horse trails in here. Got to come and get the obligatory Walls of Jericho sign photo, and then we will head off down the trail right there. We'll show you what we find. All right, we're going along pretty good. There's a lot of rock on this trail, which I like. Gives us good practice. Got tie-dye back there. So on this one, we are just following. There are some little white markers on the tree, on trees every now and again, but the trail is mostly marked with these red paint stripes. Now, telling tie-dye, because this is her first time on this trail, you know, enjoy the walk down, because tomorrow when we come back up, I think we're coming up tomorrow, yeah, it can get steep, but breaking it up and camping down here makes it a shorter trail, shorter day. But normally when people come and walk Walls of Jericho, you're walking down, you're playing around down there, goofing off, having fun, enjoying the water, which it's going to be too cold for that. But and then they're walking back out, so you're doing 7 miles. 3 of it is up after being tired playing down there. So that's why it's rated a difficult trail. I would probably actually rate this an intermediate trail, but I have done it a few times, and that could be a reason why. I do remember the first time that I walked this, that I did feel like it was pretty hard. So this is usually a rock that I like to sit at. Definitely on the way of coming up. But yep, that's about it. That's what we're doing. All right, we'll see you down the trail. Beautiful water source here. This is where we get water on our way out, so that we know we have it for the climb. Heads all the way down there to the creek. All right, we took us a little break here, this beautiful downed tree. And we're going to continue to head on down the trail. I think we're getting not super close, but getting close to where it starts leveling out and walking along the creek. So that'd be really nice. A little less rocky down there. Maybe a little something to see. But I figured I'd just show you a little bit of the trail here. It is a little muddy from the rain that we had. So I guess I better use my poles so I don't slip. All right, we'll see you down the trail. Look at this beautiful, beautiful trillium. All right, we have made it down to the creek. So we're about 2 miles in. About another mile back to camp. Right up over there is where the Tennessee side comes in, or you can follow it down by the river here. It also comes. I'll show you that. And there's a little camp spot right there in case anybody's interested. Let's see, you can walk across or walk beside it right there also. All right, let's go across. Beautiful. It is very up from the rains that we've had over the last couple of weeks. It rained probably in about 3/4 of an inch last night. All right, we'll be going off that way, but let's take a look. Ooh, we got some pretty flowers over here. All right, we set up camp, hung out in the hammocks for a little while, and now we are going to make the trek back to the falls. It is a half a mile, but then you got to climb up on some stuff to actually get back in the back. I don't know if that's included in that. So here's the trail where we had come up and walked into camp. So it just keeps going on around. There's a little cemetery in here, which is where we're going. Off in there. There's the creek where we get our water. It's flowing really good. And we're gonna walk up in here. I'll show you some things down the way. I'm just walking along this creek. If you look over there, there's a little camp spot set up right there. There's your little across the water camp. So you have to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Camped over that way.
But I don't know if you can see it. So we're just gonna walk on up in here. Lots of little rocks and things to go over. I didn't realize it was so close, sorry. All right, more up the trail. Alright, so right back there is where we're supposed to be able to go across, but it looks pretty rapid, so we're going to see what we can find, see if we can find a place maybe toward the back that we can get across, because you kind of have to go across into the middle where the rocks are and then across again. So we'll see what we can do. And waterfalls in the back. If we can't get back there, you can still see the smaller waterfall, not the actual Walls of Jericho waterfall. But we'll see what we can do. Well, we made it across that. It got to about my knee. Oh, yes. Beautiful. All right, so waterfall 1, waterfall 2. And then back there where the water's coming off the rock is where we climb up. And so that looks a little iffy, but if we can get up there, then you're almost to the back. Okay, that was hard. I had to take the backpack off to get up there. There's one more back here. Oh my gosh, look at all the butterflies. Wow, that's so cool. Very neat. All right, we made it up the last little bit. Now we just got to go around the corner. And that waterfall is crazy fast back there. This is freaking amazing. Wow. Alright, I have never seen the bathtub like this at all. I know you can't hear me, I'm just going to show you. It's all the way up. Usually it is right about there. There she is, folks. Incredible. Wow. We made it back to camp. You really could not see the camp from where the turn on the trail is, so I mean, people could probably come by here and not even realize we were back here. That's pretty cool. We've got our hammocks hung up, our tents. It's going to be a comfortable night. Sure would be a nice little homestead out here. All right. Guess that's it until maybe a fire and dinner in a little while. Still pretty early. All right. More later. All right, it is coming up on noon probably, and we are leaving camp. We hung out and chilled for quite a while this morning, and it was lovely. There's tie-dye ready to go. There's where we camped, all cleaned up. Time to put that on and get on up the trail. Figured I'd show you a little bit of trail that you didn't see yesterday. So that's where you keep going. That's where we just came out of camp. And so we go back across the first bridge. I showed you a lot of stuff at the beginning, but between bridges, not too much. So now, back in the day, these bridges were a lot closer to the creek level, and it was a piece of log that was flattened out at the top, and then it had a little log rail on one side, and that was always fun. But as you see, they've got these beautiful bridges back here now. This has always been one of my favorite little parts of the trail, because when you're coming in, you know you're super close, and it's just a fun little walk along, nothing hard. But once you get to that other bridge, there was a lot of down yesterday, so that means we're going to be going up a lot to get out. A little over 2 miles. I think it's about 2.25 miles, and it's pretty much uphill. So yeah, it's warm. It's gonna be fun. All right. Guess that's it for now. All right, we made it back to the second bridge, and we are fixing to go up this, which of course on camera looks like no big deal, but it's steep. Next time we're going to think about it and move a car so we can walk out the Tennessee side, but up to the Alabama parking lot we are going. All right, I gotta catch up. We were looking for a place to take a break, and we didn't realize we were this close to this, but thankfully we were. We got a bench and everything. Nope. Covering up the camera. Well, we just saw a turkey. That was pretty cool. We didn't see it until it was too late to get it on video though. But we made it out. We're here. Whew. That is one heck of a climb to get out of that place. But we did it. All right, this was Tie-Dye's first time. Tell me what you thought.
Oh gosh, it was so worth it. The hike down wasn't terribly bad, but the hike up was.
Whew.
But honestly, crawling across those rocks and crossing that stream,
Oh, that was so
that
fun
was so worth
and
it.
scary,
And scary at the same time, yeah.
but awesome.
I'd come back.
Awesome.
Not tomorrow, but I'll come back.
Maybe in next year.
Recuperate.
Well, thanks for coming with me.
I enjoyed it.